Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another episode. Today I got two very cool devices for the iOS. Yes, I got myself a backbone and also a Razer Kishi. These are controllers that you plug into your mobile device. The version that I have is for the iPhones because that's what I'm using it on. The Razer Kishi does have an Android version. The backbone do not have an Android version. And so if you're looking at this review and you're thinking, I want the backbone, and you have an Android, you won't be able to get that. All right, so let's dive right into it. I am an iPhone 13 Pro Max user. What that means is that it is the biggest, baddest phone that I can get. And what I'm talking about is big as in the bump. The bump is super big. And this is where it leads me into the pros and cons of these two products. If you're looking at these and you have an iPhone 13 Pro or Pro Max with the big camera bump, well, you're probably gonna wanna go with the Razer Kishi. That's gonna be my short answer to that. For the backbone, it actually does not fit very well with the iPhone 13 Pro Max. If you've seen my other video, you know that the camera bump is in the way when I plug this thing in. So it will just sit right on top like this. The reason why is, as you can see, the design, the camera, that third camera is in the way of this plastic piece right here. But Backbone do have a solution. It is listed on their website actually. So as soon as you plug in your iPhone 13 Pro or Pro Max, the Backbone app that you boot up, it will tell you that you can order a 3D printed piece that they have done so that you can fit your phone on there. The 3D printed piece is free. The shipping is $5. And so just an FYI on that, if you are to get yourself a backbone and have a bigger camera. So since we're on the topic of fit, this is the Razer Kishi, and the way it works is that it's basically kind of a string design, I guess. It's a wire design to wire one controller to another. And what's great about this design is that it actually will work with the bigger phones like mine. So if I were to plug this in, it just fits like a glove. You see that? And surprisingly, the corners here actually fit like a glove. I'm not sure how they did it, but they did it. It does fit very well. And if you look at the camera bump right here, because this part right here is just a wire that's elastic, no problem there. The camera doesn't even touch it. So I would give Razer a point on that one for sure. All right, so now let's talk about some gaming. I was able to use this on the weekend with a few games. So from a controller standpoint, both are really good. Xbox Cloud Gaming, Stadia, whatever that I throw at it, works really well. It works extremely well when it comes to iOS arcade games. They work flawlessly, I would say. I was able to play Castlevania Symphony of the Nights, and all that good stuff too, and it worked just well. Even some of the Sega games that you get on iOS works really well. So both controller has a charging ports. So if you were to plug your controller in here, you can use the lightning cable to just charge that right there. So no problem there. Keep the battery alive. And since we're on the controller topic, for Call of Duty, this is just nitpicky for me, but I feel like I don't have a lot of movement on this joystick right here. And so what happens is that when you're playing Call of Duty, your gun constantly whip back and forth because you don't have that much movement. So basically, if you think about if you're using a mouse, the DPI is way too high on this joystick right here. But for the Razer, there is a lot of movement here, so I was able to get my aim down a little bit better than the Backbone. So I would say from a joystick standpoint, I think the Razer Kishi, FPS wise, it's a lot better. Build wise and the way you hold a controller, I actually prefer the Backbone. The way the Backbone controller is, how you hold it in this way, this is a great design. And obviously, you know, if you play the Xbox or the PlayStation, this design right here is just a winner. For the Razer Kishi, you can see right here, it's like the it's kind of like the Nintendo Switch controller. And so I'm constantly holding this right here. Now the good part is that because there are these little gaps down here, I was able to like hang my finger on it and play it. And so I really like that a lot too. But from an ergonomic standpoint, I think the Backbone really win on this one. So let's talk about the app, because I do have to mention that the Backbone do come with an iOS app that is a subscription service. The first year is free, but after that, you will have to pay a subscription for it. The app, I feel like it works pretty good. I liked the Backbone app. I think I would use it a lot more if it wasn't a subscription. But everything that you do on the app, you can really do it with the Razer Kishi. It's just all manual work. All the app does is really, all the Backbone app does is basically gives you some gaming news, and also it just shortcut out to iOS games that you have on your phone. And then there's some instruction on how to set up cloud gaming service like Stadia and Xbox Game Pass. But that's about it. It's just instruction. It's really not like you're really playing it on the app. It's just linking out. So not sure if that's very useful, but nonetheless, it's pretty nice to have. Too bad it's a subscription, so I won't be using that. So guys, that is my quick comparison for the Backbone versus the Razer Kishi. I hope you guys find that useful, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.